Okay, so welcome to the Healing Circle, and this is like a special edition. Not just like next week we will meet too on the Monday, and it's like an extra meeting, but very specific. So today the real theme, you could say, is the art of listening, and listening you do all the time anyway. Whether that's to a voice inside your head or whether that's to the chatter in your head, but you're listening. You're always listening, and you follow what you hear. And so to get clarity in that and to know to what to listen to is really where what we allow to occur today. And we do this in different ways. One of them is first to become still together with the daily lesson, and the other is like a guided meditation in the art of listening. And then we're going to do two one-on-one exercises, and they reveal something to you too, in the sense of this is an opportunity to listen to each other, to listen in the sense of not judging, but being open to receive something together. So I thought that would be great to practice it and to see what happens when you do that. So great that you're here so we can practice it. That's really lovely. Like I said, we start with the daily lesson, and so let's quiet down and just come into a mode of receptivity, of actually being present here, releasing every thought, every idea that you hold, just for a moment to know, like, everything is allowed to come up, but you don't have to do anything with it. You feel the things that you feel, you have the thoughts that are running through your head, but you're not going to engage with it. You just let them pass by as the clouds in the sky. And we come back to that later too with the art of listening, but this is an exercise in listening also. So here's our daily lesson from A Course in Miracles. So sit back and relax. Or sit on the edge of your seat and be very attentive. Sickness is but another name for sin, for time, for sin. Healing is but another name for God. The miracle is thus a call to Him. Father, you promised you would never fail to answer any call your Son might make to you. Father, you promised you would never fail to answer any call your Son might make to you. It does not matter where he is, what seems to be his problem, nor what he believes he has become. He is your Son, and you will answer him. The miracle reflects your love, and thus it answers him. Your name replaces every thought of sin, and who is sinless cannot suffer pain. Your name gives answer to your Son, because to call your name is but to call his own. Yeah, see, this is the perfect lesson for the spiritual healing circle. Suddenly, there's no coincidence in this at all. So here we go, one more time. Sickness is but another name for sin. Healing is but another name for God. The miracle is thus a call to Him. Father, you promised you would never fail to answer any call your son might make to you. It does not matter where he is, what seems to be his problem, nor what he believes he has become. He is your son, and you will answer him. The miracle reflects your love, and thus it answers him. Your name replaces every thought of sin, and who is sinless cannot suffer pain. Your name gives answer to your son, because the call to your name is but a call to his own. So Juliana has read this too, in German.
Lektion 356. Krankheit ist nur ein anderer Name für Sünde. Heilung ist nur ein anderer Name für Gott. Das Wunder ist somit ein Ruf an ihn. Vater, du hast versprochen, dass du nie versäumen würdest, auf jeden Ruf Antwort zu geben, den sein Sohn an dich richten würde. Es spielt keine Rolle, wo er ist, was sein Problem zu sein scheint, noch was er glaubt, dass er geworden ist. Er ist dein Sohn und du wirst ihm Antwort geben. Das Wunder spiegelt deine Liebe wider. Und also antwortet es ihm. Dein Name ersetzt jeden Gedanken der Sünde, und wer sündenlos ist, kann keinen Schmerz erleiden. Dein Name gibt deinem Sohn Antwort, weil dein Name rufen nur seinen eigenen Rufen heißt.
Father, you promised you would never fail to answer any call your son might make to you. It doesn't matter where he is, what seems to be his problem, nor what he believes he has become. He is your son, and you will answer him. So thank you so much for being still with me in this daily lesson. That's really lovely. So we have like our moments here. So one next episode that we're stepping into is like the art of listening. What are the mechanics? How do you do this? How do you listen? How can you distinguish between the answer that is in your head or the answer that is given to you by Spirit? And because this is where it comes down to, like, how do I receive? How do I receive the guidance that I need? And instead of thinking that has to be an action from your side, which you would normally think in human terms, like you want to do something in order to make it happen. And that's a normal human tendency to think like that. And if you apply that here, you're going to wait for a long time. Because what is it that you can do with your, like within your setup that you have made of yourself, the construct that you have imprisoned yourself in, you could say, that it is hermetic, it is completely closed. to the moment, like that you discover there's an alternative to this. So I can invite the miracle to come to me, like we just said in the meditation too. It's like you count on the miracle. And what is the miracle? Do you do the miracle? No, it's basically you receive that. You invite it. You invite it in, but it comes by itself. You don't make that happen. So that's why you count on it. It's like, now if you would have a way to get yourself out of this, you would have done that. You can't get yourself out of your construct. So you're dependent on the miracle for that to happen. This is the same with listening. It is not that you have to learn to listen harder or something. Like, no, you actually become receptive. Receptive is working the other way around, and not in your doing that it comes to you. It's in your release that it can come to you, by you making space for this in your consciousness. Now, how do you make space? Well, forgiving, letting go of your ideas, letting go of what you think that needs to happen, letting go of what you think your needs are, and all of this. So it's really like a matter of release. So the art of listening is an art of release and not of trying harder to listen. Now, there's something that goes before that. So you learn to invite the miracle in for that to happen. So that is the thing that we're practicing here. And of course, this lesson was just perfect for it. And because it talks about this. It's like you invite the miracle in. You invite God in through the miracle. That's the medium of prayer. It's like we saw this the other day too. It's like miracles are the medium. Prayer is the medium for miracles. What is prayer? Well, letting go of your ideas of what you think your needs are, what you think you need to make it better, or to have a better life, or to adjust, to fix your situation or your relationship or your who knows what. Like, to release the idea of the need that you think you have is what opens your consciousness. Suddenly, you don't have to fight anymore. You can give up for a moment. You release this. You let it go. What is my need? I don't know. Not what I thought it was. Now I'm opening up to a new experience for myself. I invite a miracle in. What is that going to give me? I don't know. Like, there's no definition that is asked of me. I don't have to know what it's going to give me. I will receive that. I will see that. Literally, it's going to be given, and I will receive that. Simple as that. So this sounds very simple. Now, see, the other part is then the release of these ideas. And these ideas that we have about ourselves and about our neighbor and about our situation are based on our former beliefs. So it's connected to ideas that you hold about yourself, about where you think you are. Always based on the past. We know this from the first 50 lessons of A Course in Miracles. Like, yeah, this is actually, here you walk the dog. You're actually going to do this. You want to hear the still small voice? You actually have to practice this. You have to actually practice the lessons of A Course in Miracles. The first, I see only the past. That's not going to give me any information, in other words. I cannot trust what I see, because it is meaningless what I see. It is just a reflection of what I think about myself. If I make any of this real, I see myself as an illusion, and I deny what I truly am. So I'm not going to do that, or release that, so that there can be place for what can be loved and understood. And this is like lesson 7 or something. It's like, that is going to be given to you when you let go of what you think is going on in everything. So we practice that later on with some exercises, like the forgiveness mirror, which is really fun, and something else too. But here, just sharing with you the mechanics of this, and like how this is actually work with listening. I don't need my ears for it to listen this time. Like, no. So where do I listen with then? It's like, no, this voice is going to speak to you because it is speaking to you all day long. The voice, the guiding voice, is speaking to you all through the day. Listen, also, first 50 lessons. It's speaking to you all through the day. Now, if you, so-called, shut up your concepts, your ideas about yourself for just a moment, there's what you need to know. If you can take away the idea of what you think should happen now to resolve the situation, if you let go of that idea, you hear the voice of God instructing you, giving you the peace that you're actually looking for, reformulating the whole situation into a situation that's actually constructive for everyone involved. What a great gift. What a great possibility here. So it doesn't matter what situation you find yourself. It doesn't matter where you find yourself. It doesn't matter what seems to be so upsetting or whatever it is that you are encountering. It really does not matter. It works 100% all the time. Because it has nothing to do with this world. It has nothing to do with the formulation that you have made of your hologram, you could say. Like you set up this hologram and you make it real so that you can bounce back on it. Basically trying to solve one problem with another problem, with another problem, with another problem. Trying to organize chaos with more chaos and more chaos and more chaos until you stop doing that. And you see, this doesn't make any sense. There has to be another way. Let's be still and listen. Let's release this and let's stop this insidious repetition of problem solving to keep the problem, to reinforce the anger and the hatred. Let's just put up the sword. No, we don't need a sword here. There's nothing to defend. Why would I defend my situation if everything is given me in this moment and I realize that I'm connected with my brother? We are literally sharing one mind. There's nothing to attack. There's not someone else who can attack me or can take something from me. I don't need to protect myself in that sense. So, great opportunities here to come to the place where you actually can receive this, where you see, oh, now I get it. What I can do is release my ideas, to not make this real where I find myself, to not engage in it all the time, to perpetuate the problems, and on and on and on. So that's why I thought maybe it's a great idea to do an art of listening guided meditation. So I made some music for it and I'm going to practice it now. So it might take probably a minute or 6 or a little bit more, but it should be relaxing. It should be not too hard to do either. So we'll see what happens. So I hope you sit relaxed, comfortable. I suggest that you close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. But natural breaths, nothing forced or anything. Yeah. So as you breathe, imagine yourself stepping away from the busy world of doing, of judging, of defending, of comparing, of competing. See your thoughts as clouds passing across a vast sky, a blue sky. So you are not the clouds, you are the sky. Let the clouds pass by. Repeat silently to yourself, I will be still an instant and go home. I will be still an instant and go home. Let the tension in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your mind dissolve. You're not trying to find the voice, you're simply making space for it to be heard. So recognizing the static, briefly acknowledge any feelings of worry, of guilt or judgment you brought into this moment. The blocks to the awareness of love's presence. Do not fight these thoughts. Instead, look at them and calmly say, I offer these grievances to the truth. I choose to see this differently. Imagine these heavy thoughts turning into light and drifting away, leaving your mind clear and receptive. So the invitation to Spirit. Now turn your inward gaze toward the center of your being. This is the quiet center that remains untouched by the world's chaos. And speak to your inner teacher. Holy Spirit, I am here to listen. Tell me what you would have me do, where you would have me go, and to whom, and what to say, and to whom. Release any expectation of a specific answer or booming voice. Simply remain open, like a hollow reed. So now we're resting in the I don't know. One of the greatest gifts is the release of the burden of thinking that you need to know. So sit for a few moments in the peace of not having to figure anything out. If a thought or a problem arises, drop it. If a plan for the future arises, let it go. Rest in the certainty that you are being guided, even if you cannot hear the words yet. So returning to peace. As we bring this meditation to a close, realize that this voice doesn't stay in this quiet room. It goes with you wherever you go. So before you open your eyes, make a small commitment and say, today I will listen for the voice that speaks for peace in every encounter. Today I will listen for the voice that speaks for peace in every encounter. So take one final deep breath, feeling a sense of quiet, strength in you. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes again. Which is like an active kind of exercise. And one of them is the forgiveness mirror, which is really interesting. So we have to, if you want to participate, just turn on your camera, then I know you want to do that. So otherwise I will leave you at rest. Yes, hi. So we're going to make it's like one-on-one. We do this, so Renate and you can do that together. Juliana, I forgot. And so I'll put you in one room, so to speak, and so make a division like that works out. So there's 4 rooms. Now what do you need to do? I wrote it down here. Here's the thing. So it's like the mirror of forgiveness. So it is an exercise in listening, obviously. Oh yeah. Now I know again. Oh yeah. So this is here's the thing. So the two of you look at each other. Yeah. So the one person says this: when I look at you, it's really hard for me not to, and then you fill in the blank. It's not to, anything that, whatever comes up, like irritates you, whatever makes you feel shy, whatever happens to you when you look at this person. And so that's an interesting part, of course. It's like, now the mirror, the one that you talk to is the mirror. The mirror is answering with, well, I release you from the burden to meet the requirements I have set. So you release each other of the burden of, it's like, well, it's all right. It's okay. Like, I'm giving you the perfect reflection here. It is perfectly all right. It's like I release you from the burden to meet my requirements.